Hello. I'm 4 minutes late and I'm sorry. I promise I'm trying to squeeze everything in. And today got a little bit away from me. I won't lie. But I'm here and it's only 4 minutes. So that's got to be good, right? That's got to count for something. How's that song go? You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Yeah. Well, I'm going to call it, you got to count. So it's got to count for something. That's how we're going to roll with that. Hey, Facebook friends. YouTube was here first. Good to see you. I am post girl day. That's right. I took a day off work. I had an appointment this morning. And then I got to spend time with some of the girls from Morrow Hill. Not all, because I think it's borderline impossible for a weekday for us all to get together. The girls, that is, the ladies, the women, as I've been calling it, the real housewives of Morrow Hill. It's hard for us all to get together because somebody's got to watch kids. Some of us still work. So it's got to be like really planned out. And we also don't all fit in one vehicle. We don't even fit really in two vehicles anymore. So comfortably anyway. And well, there'll be a video that comes out tomorrow from all of us who participated, but I will tell you that my cheekbones legitimately are sore from laughing so hard today. And I laughed so hard twice that I had tears. And I'm not talking about just like my eyes leaked. I'm talking about legit crocodile, giant tears rolling down my face from laughing. So today, Stephanie, myself, Brienne, and Lissa all had a little girls' day impromptu moment. And I do wish that we could squeeze everybody in and get everybody aligned to go, but it would take some of the men from Morrow Hill to stay home with kids and to take care of chores and things like that, because it would be a lot anyway. So the four of us had a very small adventure, only 20 minutes from Morrow Hill, and we had a blast. I got home about an hour ago from all of the fun, and well, now I'm ready to have a drink with y'all and talk about our day. So I found this in the camper refrigerator from probably about 6-8 months ago, and it sounded delicious, so that's what we're having tonight. It's a Prosecco sparkling wine, which I'm really excited about. Ooh, what are y'all drinking? I see somebody drinking pineapple and toasted coconut rum. Ooh, I've never had toasted coconut rum. Okay. Let me open you. Okay. All right. We're getting pretty fancy here. That looks delicious. So first, I was supposed to be there to pick them up today. Hold on. I almost got ahead of myself here. You ready? Cheers to Timeout Tuesday. It's pretty dang good. So I just did something. I don't know what I just did. I was supposed to be there at 10 o'clock today. That didn't happen. There was a lot going on here this morning that put me behind. I will talk about some of that in a minute. I actually didn't get there until 10:45. And then we left and had no real plan of what we were doing. But it turns out that 2 people of the 4 get car sick. So all of the dreams that I had of this adventure of road trip and let's play this game and do this today fail. We made it 20 minutes away. And by that time, one person, I already had to pull over in that 20 minutes for somebody to throw up. So it was great. And we made the most of it. Went and had some brunch, which was delicious. And then we went to do a little thrifting. And I will tell you, it was hysterical. The entire day was hysterical, but it was so good for the soul. It was a very fun time, and it is so good. I highly recommend. Find a way to bring laughter that is mindless to your life, because it will refresh you in ways that are unexplainable. So it was really, really fun day. So I have never gotten car sick in my life, or motion sickness. I can ride roller coasters. I can do all those things, but it made me feel terrible for people who do. My mom gets car sick and can't ride in the back seat of the car. And today we literally would have done better with a bench seat pickup truck uh, in the setting that we were in, but it's okay. I just smeared my lipstick on that glass, I think. It was really fun, and we pulled it together, and it was good. So for anybody that gets car sick, I feel terrible for you, because I don't know how you go places. I don't know how you handle that. But I'm really pleased that is something that I didn't inherit from my mother. Super, super glad. So let's see here. What can I tell you that won't be in the video tomorrow? That will probably be in the video tomorrow. So this morning, before I left, I learned something about goats that I didn't know before. This is going to get gross. Did you know that goats can vomit? Did you know that goats can projectile vomit? Because I learned that this morning. Our little Starla had a upset stomach, and it came out like a lot, poltergeist exorcist style, and I was terrified. And then all of a sudden she was better. So she either ate something she shouldn't, or just had a little thing that got stuck. But I learned that today, so that was part of my reason for being late. There is no video of that. You won't catch that on video, because I was absolutely like blown away, Googling, freaking out, thinking I was going to take her to the emergency vet. But no, she's doing better and all is fine. So if you didn't know, that was step one to the day. And that goats are capable of regurgitating things, and it's oddly alpaca-like. So there's that for reference. Then this morning, I did get to have a really positive moment, and I got to spend time with Bond. So I posted the video of us spending a little bit of time yesterday, late afternoon, where I actually got to touch him. And then today, he has been coming up to me significantly more. And I know that we're trying to get him in for a vet visit tomorrow. Yesterday we had to cancel because we couldn't catch him again. He didn't run away, but he wouldn't let us get near him in time. And then we were just nervous we weren't going to be able to catch him. And also, it's one thing to put them in the car and drive them straight there, like we did with Sadie. Like Stella, we made it to the stall, and Dr. Cochran came out there. So it's one thing to like make it a transition into one, but I would feel really bad if we're gaining his trust and then we're going to pack him up in the car and then take him to the vet where they're going to poke and prod and do all the things to him and then come home and have to start all over. So I wasn't totally sad that he didn't make it to the vet right away. He doesn't have any illnesses like that are contagious. He doesn't have any, diarrhea or vomiting, or he's not sick like that or anything like that. It's just a good idea to go get him started on flea treatment, get the heartworm test done, and that sort of thing. So it wasn't a big deal to delay it by 2 days. But I will tell you that he is a gem of a dog. He's cautious, but curious. He his paws are every bit as big as my hand. Like his paws are bigger than this right here, and they're thick, like this thick. And he's very sweet, very gentle, even with when it comes to like food. So one of the ways, of course, that I got him to love me was with food. And to give him some, we had some deli ham, and just to tear little bits up. Some of the dogs have been pretty aggressive in that setting. So Sadie was one of them. Sadie was Sadie still has some food aggression issues, but Bond is almost stoic, like so gentle. Christmas also was a little bit aggressive. Stella has always been very gentle with food. Bond is less aggressive than Stella was. He's just very gentle and docile about it, and you can tell he's hungry because he'll eat whatever dog food, any of that ham. I had given them all a snack today before I left, and he absolutely wants to eat it, but he's not out here being aggressive about it. He's not out here digging through trash, that type of thing. So that kind of gives me some insight into his personality, because he is hungry, but he's not going to ruin what I assume he looks at as like a good thing to be able to do that. So then let's see here. He'll go to the vet hopefully tomorrow. I did call this afternoon. They said they were really busy tomorrow, but they're going to see what tomorrow afternoon looks like and call me in the morning. Usually when that happens, that means that they have surgeries in the morning and that they just want to make sure that they can get enough cleared out, and then they reset and start at 1:00 in the afternoon. I predict that we'll get in around their reset in the afternoon tomorrow with him. And we have a good enough relationship with our vets to be able to, work around things basically. And then what else is going on? Barbie, did y'all see Bree's new horse? That beautiful, beautiful girl that hold on, I gotta have a drink. I gotta have a drink before we dive into this. Okay. Brienne found a horse that I believe was somehow destined for her. I saw her get off the trailer yesterday, and she got a little bit spooked because her foot slid. And when she got off, she went directly to Brienne. And what was so neat for me is that when the guy that brought her hands her over to Brienne, she bows her head to Brie, like as a greeting, as a touch me, as a I want to touch you, and not aggressive, not bite, like nothing like that. Like it was, I like got all emotional in that moment, because here's a horse who clearly traveled to get here, who is in an unfamiliar territory, who is, I don't know, full of a previous life, who instantly just connected in a way that was visible to not just me. And it was just powerful. And I will say that I will say that the chemistry there was just undeniable. And it just brought me like the greatest joy to see that connection, because I will be honest with you, that's the way that I connected with Dixie. It was strikingly similar, and I'm just so happy for Brienne. And for her to have something that wasn't aggressive, wasn't gonna, wasn't coming out to bite her or kick her or anything like that. Like it was just a beautiful moment. And I really believe that she's gonna do really well. I know that Brie is going to let her and Amy meet soon. And I know that, I don't want to tell Brienne's story or tell all the things about it. I just think that Barbie's a beautiful horse. And I think that watching her smile as Brienne held her face last night was just, it was awesome. It was awesome to be a part of, to be able to see it unfold. So it was really special. There's a lot of times we get messages, and I say we, Morrow Hill. I think that we all have gotten messages of, "Can you take this? Can you take that?" Whether it's a horse or a pig or a cow or a donkey or goats or tortoises, rabbits, cats, dogs, animals that people can't care for or that people want to give us. And it is extremely hard to not be able to say yes to every single one. And it is even harder for the ones that you say yes to hope that you're making the right decision. That goes for us with the fainting goats that just came before that. Well, all of these dogs, um, even even Rita who showed up. You don't know an animal until you live with it. Similar to a man, similar to a woman. You don't I don't feel, this is my opinion, I don't feel like you know someone until you live with them. And that goes for the animals living with us. So Morrow Hill, Sanctuary, Longhorn Lester's, all of us, or the animals that they're partnered with. Because no matter what their previous story is and their previous existence, you don't know the circumstances that surround them. So when you bring an animal into a new space, even some of their habits that they had before may not come over because we don't know the circumstances that they were in. Did they not have enough food? Did they have situations where other animals were bullying them or distracting them? Did they had kids that were kicking and throwing and screaming? And did they have noises next door that triggered them? We don't know. But what you do know is that the chapter begins that day with you. And when you put them into a situation now where they have food and clean water and they're safe, you're really giving them a fresh start and a fresh opportunity to either show some of those bad habits again or to not. And maybe you won't see some of those triggers until way later. Maybe you won't see it ever again. But you have to be cautious in that setting, but also give them a chance. And then again, not every single animal works out in that setting. And Lester and I had to learn that really early on. The original donkeys that came into the trailer with Donkey Dan, there were two that were wild, fiercely wild, and did not work out. We rehomed them to another farm, and it was simply because they were not safe for us. They were not safe for the rest of the animals in the pastures. And even though they came together with Donkey Dan, it didn't work out. And I'll also say this, that animals evolve. Maybe a circumstance happens to one of them that they get hurt, injured, and they can no longer be in that pasture. Like, I think that's one of the beauties of what we do, is that paying attention and learning and understanding the needs and wants and environments and the Lester doesn't call it synergy. I call it synergies amongst personalities. He calls it really our oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. I call it synergy. The synergy between all of the animals. If it's not there and you have something that's disruptive to it, it can ruin everything. So for us and for Brienne or for Jake or for Pawpaw or for Kim, the animals have to align with the rest. And that's something that you learn as you spend time. So I'm excited to watch Barbie interact and grow with Brienne. And I'm excited to watch Brienne with her as well. Let's see here. A lot of people are asking me a million questions. Where's Lester? He's outside doing chores. It's Timeout Tuesday. Let's see here. What kind of dog is Bond? A white one? I don't know. Rescue? I know a lot of people are saying Akita, Malamute, Husky. I will do a DNA test and we'll see what happens, but that's later. That's not right now. There was something else that passed by and I was like, oh, I should talk about that. Assimilate? No, it's not assimilate. That's not the word I was looking for. Drink. That's a great idea. Jennifer says Lester's trying to hook up with the hay guy. He probably is. He's probably trying to work a deal there and get some hay delivered so we don't have to make so many trips there. Oh, dynamic. That's a good word for it too. He says something like, gosh, I'm trying to think here. I'll figure it out. Ritzy got a package with treats. I saw that on the live today. She did get to experience some of those when I got home. Harmony. Thank you for the word, Christina. Harmony. Thank you. Coexistence. Perfect. Thank you all for being my thesaurus today. Assimilate. Yeah, he uses the word assimilate. I'm not sure. I don't use that word. Anyway. All right. Let's see here. Prom. So today's trip did involve some dress trying on, and that is some of the most hilarious stuff. If you are ever in a bad mood in your whole life, go to Goodwill, and you never have to purchase anything, but go try on dresses. It will bring lightheartedness to your soul, because I don't know who buys some of these dresses and lets their daughters wear them to prom, but holy moly. I, at one point in time, was standing in Goodwill, crossing my legs, hunched over, dying laughing today with tears rolling down my face. And I was laughing so hard that no noise was coming out. And it was outstanding. And I can't wait to share that video with y'all. In fact, and no, I did not get stuck. First of all, I did not get stuck. And I only personally tried on 2 dresses today. I have narrowed mine down here. So today was about others. And boy, was it a good time. Somebody says that Gigi announced that she and Papa are coming to prom. So that's exciting news. I don't know of anyone that's not coming yet. So really excited about that. We are less than a month away. It was pretty awesome. Did anyone else get stuck in a dress? Yes, ma'am. Yes, others did get stuck in dresses today. And it was outstanding. We were the spectacle of Goodwill. That'll probably actually be the title of the video, is when you're the spectacle of Goodwill, because we were today. I really thought we were going to get kicked out at some point in time today, because we were the entertainment. I'll just say that. Will Tina and Rob be at prom? I believe so. I think that they are. And Xander and Kendra so far are coming. So really excited about that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have asked for dates from all of the ladies of when can we all get together. It's going to have to be a Saturday or a Sunday to take everyone dress shopping together. I think it probably will not be this Saturday or Sunday, but the following is what I kind of envision. Steph said Buddy has not asked her either. Yeah, so all of the men kind of just assume that they have dates, and they maybe, but I want all of the guys to ask us to go. I know that's a really weird thing to want your partner, especially when we're hosting, to ask me to prom, but I want to be asked. Gee, I want to be invited to the party. So yeah, I want them to ask. And I know that the new thing for the young kids is to do these promposals. And quite frankly, I want one. I want a promposal. So Lester's out doing chores right now. He's not watching this video, but if y'all see him, mention Jamie really wants a promposal, I wouldn't be sad that you mentioned it. In fact, to all of the men on Morrow Hill, I hope you do a promposal, Papa included. I hope that you do a promposal, because I think it's like chivalrous and Southern, and well, it's my prom and I can make request, I guess. All the girls need to go together and leave those blokes alone. You know, in middle school, like when they had your first dance and the guys sat on one side and the girls sat on the other. I think that that's what would probably happen. The guys would probably just like get in the car together and be like, well, I guess we're all going to get, like, don't get excited about these things. But okay, so let's be real here. As a woman, how many times have you seen a beautiful dress? Like, I'm not talking about a girl like this 18, 19 years old. I'm talking about as a grown woman, not a young baby. I'm gonna call those babies. Sorry if that offends anyone. Have you seen beautiful dresses later in life that you're like, that's beautiful, but what would I wear it to? What would I have a reason to wear such a glamorous dress to? Whether you saw it at Goodwill or on the clearance rack or you saw it for full price somewhere. How many times have you thought to yourself, like, I love that dress, but what would I ever have to wear that to? Well, I do it often. I have seen these beautiful glamorous dresses that I imagine people buy to wear to like weddings or and most of them are even fancier than that, to wear to like galas and like I guess balls. Are balls still a thing? But I think to myself, like, why can't I throw a party where we all dress up? Why can't I just dress up if I want to go to Applebee's? Why can't, like, there is no reason that I can't. But I think, like, I just think to myself, like, why not? So in reality, like, the guys don't understand that because the guys probably don't get the same feeling as a woman getting dressed up and getting glamorous. And I realize that not every woman feels that way. They don't want to go. They just don't want to do it. But I do. I would think, and I'm not trying to speak for the rest of the women on Morrow Hill, but we all work our tails off. And I don't mean like put on a suit and we all go to an office and work and then come home and just do the laundry and make some dinner and then sit down and relax. No, every one of us will get dirty, will use power tools, is cleaning up after kids, is cleaning up after animals, is getting kicked. I mean, the four of us today were literally comparing bruises, which is terrible, but it's true. So for us women who spend our days, like I do wear a dress because I'm hot, because that's just what I feel comfortable in. We don't really get dressed up a lot. We don't really have beautiful toenails or fingernails all the time, or, many of the girls don't even wear makeup or anything like that. So for me personally, hosting an event to where if you want to dress up and do some really different things with your day to feel pretty or to stand out or whatever the case is, why not? Why not? And, like I said, it's not for everyone. And no one's going to say, if anybody doesn't show up dressed up, that they can't come or what, anything like that. But I think that for the women on Morrow Hill specifically, that it is nice to feel a little bit different and to do something different, to get glammed up and to bring out your feminine side. And I asked the ladies today, like, am I imagining this? Am I the only one that sort of craves a special event, and they're like, no. Brienne, she's like, I don't even wear makeup. She goes, I might put on mascara some days. She goes, I don't wear makeup. I wear Crocs or slides and the same shorts and t-shirts. And then I go outside and do farm chores and get dirty, and my kids get dirty. And then, then I come inside for a while, then I go back outside. She goes, and then I'm doing laundry and housework, and it's the same routine, same, every single day, same sort of patterns and routine. So she's like, I like the idea of something different. And Steph, same exact thing. Lissa, same thing. Like, what a difference in her life, previously working in an office and interacting with people, putting on work clothes, and then coming to a situation where it's compound. Like Morrow Hill is like a compound, and people are always around, people are always present, but you don't necessarily have a different setting that you step into, and there is no judgment for going out to do chores in your nightgown or anything like that. Like, it's what we do. It's about getting the work done. It's not about what you look like. So to be able to have a prom and do something fun, a little bit out of the ordinary, that's what we're doing. We're dressing up. And the men, well, hopefully they dress up for the fun of it too. I do know that the Morrow men are more competitive than anyone. So if we make this a contest where people can vote for best dressed or something like that. Everybody's going to do it up. Megan and Ellie are coming to prom. I really don't know of anyone that's not coming at this point in time. So it's going to be exciting. I am not very good at like hair updos or anything like that. Like this is my hair. It's straight as a bone, and this is straight. Like this is not with a straightener. This is just my normal hair. So to get into updos and things like that with curls and like going back in time, like to match my planned dress era, I'm gonna need some Aquanet. Maybe some White Rain hairspray. Do they still make White Rain hairspray? Is that still a thing? I don't think they actually make Aquanet anymore. And then I'm actually going to need someone to do my hair. I also am not good at doing hair because this is the hair I've been gifted my whole life. And if I curl it in 5 more minutes, it's going to be straight anyway. So it's going to require some work. So I'm excited for the videos to come out of that, the content to come out of that. I'll probably practice my hair a time or two, and I plan on doing a video to let y'all pick my dress. I have several here that I've picked up here and there, and then sort of been saving them to have you all help me decide. So that'll be coming up pretty soon too. Walmart, they do make White Rain and Aquanet. Really? Aquanet was the best hairspray back in the day. It didn't make anything move. Lissa is incredible at hair and makeup, but she's going to have to do her own. She can't do like 7 other women's that day. So that's going to be really fun. But I'm excited to bring you all along because Lester's like, why do you keep talking about this prom? What is the big deal? I was like, it's a big deal to me. It's a big deal because everybody's coming. It's a big deal because everybody's dressing up. It's a big deal because I want it to be one. Aquanet is like glue. The Walmart has it? Are you sure? Kim does hair. Yeah, Kim is really good at hair. So we'll see. I asked some of the girls, I'm like, y'all ever hear of glamour shots? Because, some of these girls are pretty young and probably have no idea what we're talking about. But some definitely do know about glamour shots. And I hope to do that sometime in the future as well. Like have our own glamour shots photo shoot. That's going to require a lot of Aquanet and hilariousness for sure. Also, have y'all seen any of the videos where like a bachelorette party or a group of girls will get together and dress up like something? Like I saw one where you were assigned a color, so everything you wore and brought to the party was a certain color. I've seen one where people dressed up like certain holidays or months of the year, things like that. I saw one the other day where a bunch of girls got together and dressed up like Thelma Harper from Mama's Family and dressed up like older ladies. Like, yeah. I want to do that. I want to dress up like something along those lines and for the next girls' day and make that part of you have to show up dressed up. And then you have to we'll go do something in public in that setting. So I want to do that with all the ladies and then rent either a minivan for us to ride in. It's probably not even big enough, or see if the church will let us borrow that short bus again and Lester drive us around, because I think it would be hilarious. Brienne really wants to go play bingo. So that would be fun. And yeah, a nighty modeling show. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It would be hilarious. So I think that would be really fun as well. But I will tell you that getting together with the ladies of Morrow Hill it's just good for your soul. And I'm so blessed to have the connections that I still have back in Illinois, but also to have moved to Texas and somehow got to be a part of a family that has just some incredible women in it. As I mentioned before, the women of Morrow Hill work hard, and the women of Morrow Hill support each other in so many ways. Um, I am working on my greenhouse, and I messaged Sister Kim the other day for something of just to get her opinion on it. And she's like, "Do you want me to come over and help?" And was willing to drop everything to come in that moment. I'm like, "Oh, it's not on fire. It's not urgent or anything like that." She goes, "I know, but I want to, and I have this vision, and I want to share it with you." And I don't know what it's like in my previous life to have that much support and people who are willing to jump in at any point in time. And to be able to have that now, Lester's making cow bottles. To be able to have that now and to be able to have it on so many levels. So it's not just like somebody that says, "I'm here to listen," which is great and fabulous. It's somebody who's willing to help, whether it be Stephanie with gardening, or when we all had COVID, dropping off Gatorade and snacks, whether it's Gigi and her helping with babysit or helping us with picking up Lex on days where we both can't. It is Lou and her ability to give advice and to be able to say, "Oh, I've done XYZ." And then you have Lissa, who has some outside knowledge for us. And Brienne, I will tell you that if I need anything, I know that each one of those ladies would do everything in their power to help me. And I hope that they know the same thing from me back. I love that everybody has their specialty, that everybody has their favorite things. I'm talking about, like, everybody has, like, Kim is really great at building. Steph, gardening, sewing, making, creating, and teaching how to. All of those things are just. Lester's sitting here waiting for the water to get hot.
No, I'm wondering what Bree's good at.
What do you mean? What's Bree good at?
Yeah, what is Bree good at?
Bree will help me no matter what.
I'm kidding.
No, and she makes me laugh hysterically all the time. They are an incredible group of women, and to be so many with so many talents in one little tiny little map dot, it's powerful to me. I made a joke when we first opened this and said, I spent the day with the Real Housewives of Morrow Hill. And I guess I'm probably jumping a little bit ahead here, but we all want to do a podcast that is called The Real Housewives of Morrow Hill. It won't be like an everyday thing by any means, but I think that all of the women of Morrow Hill have their stories to tell. And I think it would be really neat to sort of roundtable with those women and be able to just talk about life. And I think that doing that together would be really awesome with everyone. So that will be coming probably. I'm not going to promise you in the next few weeks, but I would say in the next month or so we will get that going. And I think it's going to be a really fun adventure to sit down and be able to just talk about life on Morrow Hill and talk about not the channel Life on Morrow Hill, like the podcast about what some of the things are like from the women's perspective and the women together. Some of the things that I think that are really powerful are, all these younger generation, the younger girls that are being raised out here on Morrow Hill, the ones you see walking around barefoot, not afraid to get dirty, but also still have a girly side to them that love makeup and dressing up and dressing nice. Like, I think that there's an incredible balance there and a story in the how-to that needs to be told, and then we have Tina's perspective of, obviously, Tina and Rob are the newest creators of the family. Tina and Rob don't live on Morrow Hill. I don't live on Morrow Hill anymore, but still to have their perspective and thoughts and everything and be able to sit together with women and talk through that. I just think that there are a lot of people, a lot of you, who would be able to relate to those things and to be able to hear just, what is it like to be an outsider and then come into it, to the new family, and to laugh about some of those scenarios, because I bet you that Gigi does not remember how she met me. And I will tell you that Gigi met me because it was like the second time that I ever came to Texas, and I got to Lester's house before he did. So he was still at work. My flight came in. So here I am pulling up at Lester's house and going inside, and right up behind me comes Gigi. And she's like, "Who are you?" I'm Lester's friend, Jamie. I'm not his girlfriend. Yeah, we're just dating, but we're adults. So I'm coming up, I'm waiting at his house for him to get off work so we can sit outside and talk about animals and whatnot. And that is how I met G. I would just love to go back to that moment with her and be like, "So do you remember when you drove up behind me and parked me in and made sure that I couldn't leave until I told you who I was and what I was there for?" Because I bet she doesn't. The way that I met Sister Kim was outside, an animal was stuck, and here I am, probably a couple months in at this point in time, but no one else had really seen me that way at Lester's house. I'm outside in a nightgown, and I'm in Lester's boots at that point in time, which are too big for me. And it's early in the morning, and the wind's blowing my nightgown up the back. I have no bra on. And here comes Kim to help me. And I'm introducing myself to Kim at that point in time. So, it is interesting and funny. And I think that to be able to talk through some of those scenarios and to talk about some of the hard times and how they've overcome them as well, I just think it'll be really powerful. And there's a lot of them. So it's going to be a really good time. And I'm excited for that to come to fruition and to bring that to y'all as well. Let's see here. Maybe I missed it. Where did you get those earrings? These earrings came from Zoo Lily. And I get a lot of questions about where do I get these earrings. They're my favorite earrings. These are my second pair. Jamie, that was definitely an icebreaker. Yeah, I met Uncle Raleigh and Joanne and Pawpaw chasing Patty Pig. I think that same exact trip, maybe the third trip there. Patty Pig broke out of the fence and would not go back in. And Lester was at work still. He was coaching at that point in time, coaching basketball. And I was trying to get Patty Pig to come back in with food, and she would not come back in. And she's trucking it down the lane road, Uncle Raleigh and Joanne's lane road. So I'm chasing her into their yard by their little camper. They're still fixing up their house from Harvey flooding it and living in their camper. And I am all over their property. Here's this blonde girl that does not fit in. I don't know if you noticed this, but nobody else on Morrow Hill got this going on. So I'm out trekking around through the fields and through their lane road and chasing this pig. And I'm literally freaking out because I have officially lost Patty, the famous pig. And it's all my fault. And I call Lester finally after calling friends who are farmers back in Illinois that I hadn't talked to in months, going, "What do you feed a pig?" And they're like, "Sweet feed." I'm out in his little barn closet area. There's no sweet feed. I knew he fed her oatmeal because obviously I had seen those videos. She didn't want oatmeal. So I was also cooking dinner and brought some of the dinner down there trying to coax her back. She didn't want anything to do with dinner. Nothing to do with dinner. She was out on a manhunt. And meanwhile, I got to meet Uncle Raleigh and Joanne and Papa, who all told me, "Don't worry. Don't worry about her. She'll come back. It'll be fine. She roams around here all the time," all those things. And I was like, "Oh, this is not good. This is bad. This is A, horrible. This is how I just met the family. I'm introducing myself, trampling through their yard. B, I now have to call Lester and tell him how I lost Patty, the famous survivor of Hurricane Harvey pig, on my very first time alone with her that I was supposed to feed up because I had watched him do it 2 times before." So I FaceTime him and I am panicking. And I set the phone down on the counter and I lean in and I'm like, "So something awful's happened and I'm sorry and I don't know what to do. And I'm calling you to say I lost Patty Pig." Well, that jerk, I can say jerk now, puts his hand over his face and just acts like he is bawling, devastated. No words are coming out. I can see him shaking. Well, he wasn't bawling. He was laughing. And he's like, I'm telling him all the things all the steps that I've done and how I've met his family and all these things. And he literally is laughing hysterically with no noise coming out, just like this. And he picks up his head and I see that he's not crying. And now I'm mad that he's not crying, that he's laughing. He's like, she'll come back. She goes all around. She goes to the, to Kim's house and gets a snack. She goes to my mom and dad's and gets a snack. And he goes, everybody loves her and hates her at the same time because she won't leave until you give her food. Hours of my life chasing this pig, this 300 to 400 pound belly dragon pig, through land that isn't his, fences, climbing through barbed wires, all of the things, probably wearing my white Nikes at that point in time because I was a straight up city girl who had no idea what the heck I was doing. And that is how I met most of the family. I would love to hear some of their stories as to some of their transitions into this life. Brienne's the only girl of that generation that was born and raised there. Of course, now there's Brinley, there's Alora, and they are obviously living that next generation. But to be able to talk, to Gigi about what was her first experience whenever she came here, because I know that she's, I believe, from California and met Pawpaw when he was out there serving in the military and then moved back here. Somebody says, how did you meet Dan and Lou? I don't remember how I met Lou, but I met Daniel first. And it was way later. And it was when we were cutting hay. So it was like the first hay cut. And during that time, there were only 2 tractors on Morrow Hill, and one was Daniel's and one was Pop's. And Lester was using Daniel's until he came home from work. And then when Daniel got home, that's how I met. And the way that I met him was Lester goes, Jamie, bring us out a beer. Well, we didn't have any beer after the hay was cut. So I made 2 mixed drinks, and they were with Malibu rum. And I brought them out, and Lester was mortified because it wasn't very manly. He was like, what is this? I'm like, it's just a drink. We didn't have any beer. And he was like, because here I am again, city girl, thinking, here, have this cocktail. No. It was okay though. It was okay. But all of that feels so long ago, yet so fresh as well. And I would just love to hear, their stories and versions. And I think that when you talk about those things, it sparks other memories, or at least they could tell their reaction as to what, they saw. Like, for all I know, they're seeing some blonde girl trampling through the pastures, watching out their windows like brie pats, and sitting here talking about me. And there's probably a messenger trail about, like, who's the girl that's here and chasing the pig, and how crazy is that she doesn't even know that pig just wants to get out. I don't know, but I think it would be hilarious to talk through. So we'll see. Was there any drama? There's always drama. There's always drama. But I think that would be a really fun thing to talk through. There's drama in different ways. There's drama of animals getting out. There's drama in blame of who left fences open. There's drama. There's when you live all together, there's things, and it's fun, and we all love each other the same. So. Oh, I see Stephanie from the Denman Homestead is here. She must have got caught up on all her chores and was able to join. Let's see here. What else? There's a lot of questions flying by. Stephanie tried on some really great things today that I can't wait to share with y'all tomorrow. You found a cup in the back pasture? What kind of cup? Stephanie, you want to join the live? Maybe you should tell us about this. What am I drinking tonight? I am drinking sparkling wine. I asked Stephanie if she wants to join my live. I don't know. I haven't seen her respond yet. We'll wait here just a little bit. Sure. Oh boy. All right. I'm going to, this is Lester's normal move here. I'm going to send Steph the picture of this link. Hold on here, because I got to get my life back together. Okay, Steph. All right, Stephanie, I sent you a link. I'm going to send it on Messenger too, just in case. Because Steph has an Android and, well, she and I have an iPhone and they don't talk well. I'll just say that. Okay, sent. So if Stephanie joins, I will let us know. I'm really curious now to hear about what happened in the back pasture, because it's always a good, fun little adventure when there's a mystery that's going on. Hopefully she'll join us here in a sec. I'm looking to see if she messaged me back. Not yet. Oh, snap. She's here. Y'all ready for Stephanie from the Denman Homestead to join us? Hello, Stephanie from the Denman Homestead.
Hi.
How are you?
I am confused.
Why? What happened?
Yeah. So, Buddy and I, he's here too. We were.
Hi, Buddy.
Hello.
So we were taking our little ride in the back. We were just checking on all the animals, and Buddy found a cup. And I want to know, does this cup belong to you? Just
Someone has to tell us who this cup belongs to.
does this look familiar, Jamie?
That's Lester's.
That's Lester's cup?
Are you joking? Do you know this cup?
Turn it around, babe.
Wait. Just a girl who loves peckers? This is Lester's cup? He accused Bree, he accused Jake, he accused Paw. I have it all on. This is Lester's?
Okay.
What?
Okay. So here's the thing. There was a time where some people were sending us all of these cups because we would make Friday nights, we would go live and have Texas cocktails on the porch. That was kind of our thing for a while.
Yeah.
And people would send us different cups to be able to make drinks in. And I opened that one and I wouldn't show it on camera because I thought that it would get us banned from Facebook at that point in time. And so Lester was like, I'm not going to talk about it. I'll just drink out of it. So that way the person knows that that it came, whatever. Well, sometimes he takes his anxiety meds and just gets busy and doesn't, like, he's a guy, sorry, buddy. He doesn't look at detailed things, right? So he drinks it on that night, no big deal. I wash it, put it in the cabinet, like all the rest of the cups. So at the time, it is a cute cup. It's got chickens on it, right? It's brown and white and it's big, so it holds a lot of beverage. Yeah. So when he was still driving the school bus, he would have a morning run and an afternoon run. And on the morning run, he would bring coffee. On the afternoon run, he would always fill it with Crystal Light, Kool-Aid, or Dr. Pepper, right? Mm-hmm. So one day, he comes back from the school run and dumps it out into the sink, and it's that cup. And I'm like, did you bring that to school? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, was it sitting in the cup holder, which is right where all the children get on the bus? He's like, yeah. Why? I'm like, read the cup. He had no idea and no recollection of that, what it said or thought to grab it. He's just like, it was just a chicken cup. What did it matter? Oh, it's not just a chicken cup.
Oh, man.
It has been refound.
It's been resurrected. It's got some nastiness in there.
It's yours now. I probably have the lid. Here's what probably happened. It was probably in a side-by-side cup holder or a tractor cup holder and got tossed, like knocked out. So it's resurrected and belongs to you now, and now you get to.
I'm gonna re-gift it to him for Christmas. I think
That's perfect.
Yeah, maybe he meant to lose it in the pasture. I don't know, but we found it. That cup is not dying.
Oh no, I think he's gonna come in here. I just heard a door click. Like, no, maybe not. No, that might have been just a dog. Oh my gosh. And Brienne is calling me now, like literally on the phone calling me now.
We just can't get enough of each other today, I guess.
It was a very fun day, though. What was your favorite part?
Only one?
Just-
Probably when Brienne lost feeling. When her arms literally started turning purple. That was a good moment for me because at that point we had like a crowd forming. Brie was her limbs were turning purple. She got so stuck. Her literal circulation was cut off.
It's true. Okay, people want me to invite Brie. Let me message her.
Okay.
Do you want to join?
I have a really great picture of me and Brie on our Denman Homestead Facebook page right now. If people haven't seen it yet. It's pretty special. The Denman Homestead Facebook. Yeah. Me and Brie. I was trying to practice my prom pose and Brie was not having it.
Steph, do you remember how we met?
Yeah, Patty.
Yeah. So people want to know what your first impression of me was.
So I will say, the first time I saw you was on the back of a four-wheeler. And I was like, oh, who's this blonde girl going zipping back and forth? And then when we finally met, I was like, okay, she's going to fit in like really well here because you were like, I'm looking for Patty the pig. Have you seen Patty the pig? And I was like, oh, welcome.
Yeah. Just walking around aimlessly and it's best to ask for help in those settings because otherwise you look like you know it all and you're not going to make any friends. And I didn't know it all. I was terrified of what was to come.
I was like, do you have any oatmeal cream pies? Because I swear Patty could hear the wrapper. She would come out of nowhere.
I forgot about that. She did love those.
She loved oatmeal. So if I was out in the backyard and I could just rattle a wrapper and here she would come like snorting and
That's awesome.
She was a good pick.
Bree is going to join us. She's connecting now. So that should add some fun
This
too.
is going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, it's like a redo of today. We just need to listen now.
We just need our mimosas back.
And that. And
Okay.
that. I mean,
maybe not for Bree.
Oh no, here's Brienne. Hold on a second here.
Bree's cut off.
Oh my gosh.
Hi everyone.
We can't hear you. You are Bruce Lee in it right now. You have a delay.
Oh, I can hear her.
You can?
Okay,
Right.
what about now?
Oh yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. Good to hear.
Can you not hear her?
It just goes like a little bit later.
Oh.
Her mouth moves first and then I can hear her.
Oh.
I've missed y'all so much.
Oh, it's back
Me
on now.
too.
Yeah, it's been like 3 hours.
I know. I don't know how any of us are surviving.
I was just talking about our prom pose, Bree.
Oh. Yeah.
What was your favorite part of today, Bree?
The mimosas. The mimosas made the whole trip, guys.
Yeah.
What is that noise, Brienne?
That's Moo.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm in the barn. I was out feeding late and now I'm in the barn.
Oh.
And that's Moo because I haven't fed him yet.
Bree,
Brienne.
Bree, listen.
I was trying to make it out there and then y'all asked me if I wanted to go live. So heck yeah.
Where is Jacob?
I don't know.
Bree, I found the owner of the cup.
It's not me.
Me?
It is not me.
Guess who?
Kim?
Lester. I'm just a girl who loves cocks. Is Lester's cup?
I think it said Peckers.
Oh, Pecker. Let me just bust. I'm gonna see myself out. Bye.
It definitely said Peckers.
In my defense. Oh my god.
And this is the stuff that happens to us in real life, in public, and you can't take it back because that was said with such confidence, Steph. That was not.
Yeah, like
You should have just let
there
me.
was no second guessing.
You should have just let me believe it. I can't believe Buddy came in. Oh my god. Buddy.
Yeah, he came and corrected you.
Oh. Buddy!
Hey.
Good.
I can't. It's too
Look
bright.
at you, all fancy.
It's too much.
Yeah,
Look at the
I'm a real cowgirl. Just took Barbie on a walk in my new cowgirl boots.
I'm gonna ask you how she was.
Her and Amy love each other.
Aww.
I'm going to spoil a video that I have coming out, but Barbie and Amy love each other.
Yeah.
And they haven't met in the pasture yet, but they stand at the fence beside each other all day.
I'm not laughing at you, Brie. I'm laughing at the comments flying by. I'm sorry.
I can't even see comments because I'm on my phone. What now?
They're making fun of Stephanie in her moment of glory.
I can't. There's nothing I can say.
Ever.
Nothing I can say can make it better.
I'm just happy it wasn't me.
We know what's going through your mind,
Yeah.
Steph.
It is the same thing, right? I mean,
Same thing. It's fine.
yeah.
It's fine. It was outstanding. Oh, anyway. Well, I gave a little bit of a spoiler of a few things. I told them about our day today and said there would be videos coming out from everybody's perspective of what went down. And then also told them about our Real Housewives of Morrow Hill podcast plan.
Oh, yeah.
And
Heck yeah. Anyone interested in that? What were the comments like?
people were really excited about it. Really excited. So I think it's gonna be really neat to roundtable with the women of Morrow Hill and just talk through some of the, the girl side of things.
Yeah.
Like that cup. We're gonna have to.
It's sad that that's not even the girl side of things because it belonged to Lester.
Yeah.
Someone needs to have a talk with him.
Yeah, it's fine. Clearly he tried to get rid of it and it just keeps resurfacing.
Yeah.
It's fine. Anyway,
I have a feeling that we're going to get a whole new,
round of cups.
I have a feeling after our videos tomorrow, we're going to get a whole different kind of followers.
Round of something, that's for sure.
Did you tell them about the onesie?
No, I haven't told them about that part yet.
Oh.
I haven't.
I don't know if it's going to make the final cut or not, but ooh.
I showed it to Lester and he was like, play that again. What was that? Y'all have to wait and see. I will post a separate video just in case I get banned and have to delete it.
Yeah.
Because today's Goodwill trip was something. Was really something. And it was a really good time.
Laramie asked me when I got home, he said, where all y'all go today? And I said, to eat and to Goodwill. And he said, that took y'all like 7 hours. I was like, yeah, it did.
I told everybody within the first 5 minutes of leaving, we had to pull over so somebody could puke. And 2 people got car sick. And then we really realized that we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, we weren't going very far.
Nope.
Brie, before you got on, Jamie asked me what my favorite part of the day was. And I said it is when you started losing circulation in your arms and they started turning purple.
I was just watching that video clip and I don't know if that should make the final cut because
you gotta zoom in a little.
I was
crop it a little bit.
Just a smidge.
I was genuinely stuck. Okay, nobody can blame me for what happened. I was stuck. Yes,
I'm just happy that it wasn't me this time. That's all I'm gonna say. Brienne was
definitely my fault. Y'all made me put on a child's dress.
The funniest part of that whole moment that I can't talk about in the video because we didn't show it was there was a woman's size and a child size, and Stephanie grabbed the woman's size and handed you the child size.
I did.
And
on purpose.
And it wasn't like a child's size large that I might could have worn. It was like a child's size extra small.
It still went on. That's all I know.
Listen, I'm just glad that you tried it.
It was great, Brie. Like it really. That was the moment that I found myself standing there. My legs were crossed because I was terrified of peeing my pants, and I was laughing so hard that real crocodile tears were coming out with no noise, and I couldn't breathe. And that was soul food.
And somehow you ended up with a hanger around your neck again, Jamie, with no clothes on it. You just had a hanger attached to you with nothing.
You look like one of my toddlers running around Goodwill.
She had a hanger was just like in her hair, and I was like, Jamie, what? Oh Lord.
Listen.
This is why we only do these like once a month.
Yeah,
there's
because we would
so
not
much to take in by the time you're done.
Yes, because I don't think that my like heart could handle it more than that, because I would have a heart attack from laughing this hard and getting no oxygen to my brain.
Yeah.
It was rough, but it was a good time.
I just want to let y'all know, I already put my baby cutting. My baby cutting is in a.
Ooh,
Bet you didn't.
Bree just forgot about hers.
You forgot it already?
This is why things die at my house.
Someone sent us
up.
all these really cool plant cuttings that was passed down from traditions.
Don't say it. I'm going to feel really bad.
Go. It's not too late.
It's not too late. You can go save it, Brienne. It's going to be fine.
Okay. I better go do that.
Go feed Moo. He needs you.
I know. He's peeking over this little corner in the barn right now, waiting for me.
Go feed him. I'm going to go finish my chores too, and I still got to build the video for tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, same.
Well, you're going to have a lot of fun doing that, so.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to be in here hysterically laughing all alone.
Yeah. Oh, let's just remember, whenever you edit my parts, like, just remember that, you know, you could just leave that out if you wanted to leave my parts out.
No,
ma'am. No.
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 The blue jumpsuit, I mean.
No, it's fine.
No,
it was. I'm going to put on my leather one for y'all tomorrow.
Please do. Please do.
Y'all, there are some great videos to come of the Real Housewives of Morrow Hill. I'll just say that. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for joining tonight. We love you, and we hope that you have an incredible rest of the evening, and catch all of the videos tomorrow because they will be outstanding. And Lissa's too. Make sure you include Lissa. She didn't get to join the live tonight, but she was part of this today, and she has some great content too. So, all right, y'all. We love you. Talk soon.
Bye.